Hi everybody, I'm Doug Kaufman. I'm here at the Garage Gurus training facility in Southfield, Michigan with Drew Jablonowski. Drew, explain who you are and why training is so important to this industry.
All right, Doug, I'll try to do my best. So my name is Drew Jablonowski. I'm the content and curriculum manager with the Garage Gurus. I've been here for about 10 years. I was a master trainer with the Guru organization and got promoted to the content manager. And prior to that, I spent my career turning wrenches professionally. So started turning wrenches when I was about 16, got my first car. Parents weren't really interested in paying for the repairs, right? And I was broke at 16, so I was trying to do the best I could to fix it. And so I was kind of trying to train myself. And like a lot of technicians in the world, you know, I can't sit still for long periods of time. So the whole going to school, the whole classroom thing, you know, I made an honest college effort, but wasn't necessarily my bag. And then I just kept plugging away, turning wrenches, you know. But as I kind of got older, you know, I was seeing technology change. And we see these vehicles are changing every day with technology, and you have to learn. So, you know, I had to sit down and I had to figure it out. And you know, Garage Gurus is a perfect example of we're not sitting in a classroom all day long. We're sitting in a classroom 30, 45 minutes. We're getting up. We're going and doing something hands-on, you know, in one of our facilities. So we do have, you know, some 3-hour training, which is just, you know, I call them more tech updates, right? Here's an update on what's going on and this kind of thing, but it's the hands-on aspect, right? And if you're not training, if you're not constantly learning, there's just so much that is happening. I mean, in the metals and the designs of the cars and the technology of the cars, the batteries, everything. It's, you know, why using a torque wrench is so important now. You know, heck, 40, 50 years ago, you know, you're torquing down a 350 manifold, like, all right, we're using an air ratchet, is what it is. You can't do that. Yeah. You got cast, you got aluminum, you got plastic, you know. There's probably some kind of material on there like unobtainium, you know. Yeah, we don't know what it is, right? Yeah. So you just got to learn.
And you're a real world example of why training is so critical. You got to learn it to do it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And so how does Garage Gurus make that happen?
I'm lucky to be a part of this company, honestly. We do it in a lot of different facets, you know. So we have training facilities like the one we're in now. This is actually part of our virtual studio, so we can, you know, reach out virtually to people in the evenings. We can come to you with we have a 53-foot trailer that has slide outs on it, and so we get, boom, mobile classroom right there. And then it also has an awning where we can pull cars in and do some hands-on demonstrations. You know, or if you go into our training bays, we can do hands-on there. And it gets pretty down and dirty. I had a class once when I was a trainer, and we were talking about timing, and we were looking at, you know, in-cylinder pressure transducers and what it looked like. And they're like, well, what's it look like when it's bad? I said, well, I don't know what it looks like on this car, but let's figure it out. So we popped the valve cover off, we grabbed the cams, we loosened it up, and we jumped the time on purpose. We jumped the time on this car. And then we took the readings and we showed it, and we're like, there you go. And they're like, I've never seen anybody do something like that. And I was like, well, you asked, let's show. And then I ended up having to pull the motor and fix the timing later, but that's on me, you know what I mean? But I wanted to get the point across. Here's a known good, here's what it looks like bad, so they can see it.
Who are your typical students, or who are you reaching?
You know, it's all over the board. You know, we'll see people that are very new, very green in this. And one of the trainers actually training here now, he told me a story once. He had an 84-year-old come into his class. And he's kind of like, no offense, man, but what are you doing here? And he goes, the day I stopped coming to training is the day I stopped turning wrenches. And that's just because it's changing daily. I mean, I go to dealerships. I got my mentor worked at a dealership, or was working at a Ford dealer, and he's like, we're struggling to catch up. It's not the aftermarket, it's the OEs. We're getting this new technology. They said we're getting vehicles that are coming off the line that are broke, and the engineers don't know what's wrong with them, and we're sitting here and we're trying to figure it out, work with them. This technology is nuts. That's coming out today.
Yeah. Do you suggest? Let's talk about shop owners in particular.
Yeah.
What should they be teaching their service managers and technicians about?
Read the directions. Yeah. Figure out what's involved with it. It's not everything. It's not black and white anymore, right? It's all right. We're going to do this process. Oh wait, but we have to do this process and this process and this process. It's not. Hey, let's do an alignment. It's camber, caster, toe, right? Oh, it's camber, caster, toe, steering angle sensor. Oh, it's camber, caster, toe, steering angle sensor, front alignment camera, front radar, LiDAR. I mean, there's so many different things. A lot of people don't know, and we're just using ADAS as an example. Like, if you're gonna align that vehicle, if you're changing tie rods, changing ball joints, or anything like that, some of them are dynamic in their calibration, some of them are static, but how many people have the equipment even to do it? And I'm not saying go buy the equipment, but you need to know somebody who has the equipment and get that vehicle to them if you're doing a lot of those repairs. Yeah. How many times are we see the bumpers now have to come off to do headlights? Oh yeah. And they got radars or LiDARs, something put into the bumper. Are we realigning those? Yeah. Probably not.
Things
right?
that used to be do-it-yourself jobs are now
100%
in shop.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
One of our guys just texted me last night, and he goes, "Has anybody heard about needing a scan tool to do a brake job on a 23, 24 Dodge Ram?" And I'm like, "I haven't yet, but keep me posted." Yeah. Now you need a scan tool to do the brakes, not to just retract the calipers. Wow. Like, it'll set an automatic, hard fault or whatever, and you can't get in there and do it. So it's like, just let us know, and we'll try to make something out of it, right? We'll try to go find that vehicle. We'll try to, record doing the brake job, seeing what happens, so we can let people know. Because, training isn't like normal business, right? It's not a competition between different companies, right? I look at us all as peers and colleagues. And mostly because there's 700 some odd thousand technicians out there in the world, right? 230,000 of them are ASE certified. We maybe, we'll probably teach 20,000 techs this year. There's another 680,000, right? I mean, so we have great relationships with other training organizations. We try to work with them. They try to work with us, just because we're out here for the greater good, and that's teaching, right? Giving them the riches of knowledge.
Yeah. The point is, for shop owners, if your techs aren't learning, your shop ain't earning.
Oh, 100%. We've seen it. We're new technicians in the industry. There's an increase in their average RO dollars, right? We've seen it up to 140% increase. It's just because they don't know what they're looking at, right? And now you show them different ways to shake down the front end. Now they're going to help. They're going to find those parts that need to be changed.
Yeah. How can shop owners learn more about Garage Gurus?
GarageGurus.tech is one of the best ways. We got a great learning management system coming out July 1st. I don't think we have the number. Oh, you can't see the number, but we got a tech line. Talk to your sales reps, right? Even if it's, wherever you're buying your parts from, talk to them. They all know us. We can connect the dots somehow. But GarageGurus.tech or your local sales rep.
Drew Jablonowski, thanks so much for the time.
Appreciate it, Doug. See ya.
Thank you for watching.